The most important thing to building wealth is not time. It's mindset, or as Napoleon Hill put it, desire. If you think something's impossible for you, why bother learning how to do it? This week's question is, are my earliest memories of money influencing me in a way that serves me today? My earliest memories of money were really mixed. I always saw my mom clipping coupons from the circulars and shopping in budget stores. On the other hand, I saw my dad, who was a business person, always negotiating and trying to create win-win deals. Since cash was a lot more common back then, I remember working in a store and getting paid for that work. Money came by a lot more easily. I also understood that money had the power to buy the things that you wanted. In my family, I was the saver. When we played Monopoly, I wanted all the money. There were moments when I look back and recognize it may have gotten a little out of hand. I'm thinking of one instance in particular where I went as far as taking some of the money that wasn't mine from the freezer, where my father would wrap it up in aluminum foil and store it. Why he decided to put money in aluminum foil and store it in the freezer and thought it was a good idea is beyond me. But eventually I got caught and the money was returned. See, I was such a saver that I was taking the money and just saving it under the bed. Having money made me feel like I had options. And while I had no immediate or short-term plans to exercise those options, it didn't matter. It was just about having the options that gave me comfort. I also knew how to work and earn money. Snow days were opportunities to earn extra money by shoveling the neighborhood. When my father stopped working and was diagnosed with cancer, our financial picture changed pretty quickly. Not to mention, he had a pretty bad gambling addiction he couldn't kick in the years leading up to his death. Money was never about money for me. Money was a means to an end. I was always confident I could earn it. But I have to admit, I gave it a lot more power and attention than it deserved. I used to think that people who had a lot of money were special. I used to judge how much money people had based on what car they were driving, what clothes they were wearing, and where they were eating. A few years ago, I did a lot of journaling and unpacking my money trauma to better understand how it wasn't serving me today. While I've never had a limiting belief around my ability to earn money, I did hold skewed perspectives about how true wealth could be created. And there were moments where my soul would have given more than my fist was willing to part ways with. As I enter this season of parenthood, raising a child in a very different circumstance than the one I grew up in, I want to make sure that conversations around money are normalized. That the power I attributed to money once upon a time is met with an acknowledgement of what money can do, but also what it cannot do. Making money more of just a thing than a thing that deserves reverence or has extreme power. Thank you to the 4,300 plus members who've signed up to accelerate their learning. I'm grateful to be on this learning journey with you. Get after it.